I challenge you now. I challenge the Catholic Church. You are full of shit at mabaho rin kayong lahat. Corruption and all. Yun lang pagtanggap ninyo, paggamit, paghingi ninyo ng pajero. Hindi na kayo nahiya sarili ninyo. Ang mahal-mahal niyang putang ina niya, maraming Pilipino wala pang kain. Kaya sabi ko, one day, pag hindi na, I will write a book. Hypocrisy. Lahat yan, politician, nagmamakalinis, manwari. So, kayo ang starring dyan. I will start from the day nung bata pa kami.
I am advising the children of FPRRD to exhort their father to ask forgiveness to the Lord. FPRRD 2 times blaspheme the Lord. No one knows if FPRRD is really innocent when he blasphemes the Lord. Only God knows. In this video they again blaspheme the Lord, of saying, the Roman Catholic Church is full of shit and stinky. Did not FPRRD knows that the head of the church is the God in Jesus? The RCC is the Church of God. This is what Jesus said, the kingdom of God, church, will be taken away from Israel, not from Israelites, and be given to the Romans, and to Europe, the descendants of Esau, to continue making followers of God and Jesus. Definitely it is to Europe, the descendants of Esau, the church will be given, because as the promise is to Isaac and to his descendants, so why it will be given to the Philippines or USA. This was written both in Bible and Quran, so naming it Roman Catholic Church, as true the declaration of Peter, in 1 Peter 2 verse 9 and by Paul in Acts 20 verse 28, these two writings are referring to the Roman Catholic Church. May God kills me if this is not true. And as about FPRRD daring accusation to the church and or priests, as he accused the church and the priests of corruption, as was written, the priests will not take share from the earnings of government, for his shares are what was being given to the church, as about tithe and gifts and offerings. They have a full right to it, as what God has said. And as about of FPRRD criticism to the priest of asking Pedro from government, the fact those unbelievers giving such big amount of offering to the church, to the servants of God, and it is of the fact in Bible the government helps the church, and sometimes it's the church that helps the government, so it is bad for the priest to ask Pedro, has to be used for church services. The priests will never ask that from government if before was not done yet, and why will anyone give to the church which is of low value or with defect? Is he being agreed to church whose head is God? The worst of these matters, those who are not willing to give, or who don't care, the ones who they guts to criticize. And the very worst, he even planned to make a book to destroy the church, whose doing is that indeed, of destroying the church, it is Lucifer's doing. He says many Filipinos are starving, but look at those corrupt officials in his term of office. He just allows those. If he cares for the citizens' starvations, then why'd he borrow 8 trillions just for 8 projects that were not being used by the 85% of middle-class peoples? Why not, instead of making factories, or abusing it to boost the industries? He talks about, who pretend to be spotless, hypocrites, corrupt, then who was indeed the start of that?